Kai Forbath set to kick it away for the Vikings. And off we go from the Twin Cities. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be knocked down sideways. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Let's go.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Third and long for Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Taylor out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll go with McCoy. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And the back goes into motion. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense.
Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense, and this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly, but overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be, because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver, but all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact, and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
Let's go. 180. 180.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 0-0 our score. We're back to Minneapolis in just a moment. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Bridgewater now from the 50. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, Murray. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, twisting away. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's go. Run 38. Run, let's round. Let's round. Here we go.
On second down, here's Taylor. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On second down, Taylor looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
All the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
And he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The slot man in motion right. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, the 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game. Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now, before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. So the D-line's going to spread out. From the gun, Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third down. Taylor gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it's second down.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Here we go. Here we go. Brand 38. Let's round.
To throw again is Taylor. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, it's Taylor. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
First down, Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jerry Hughes bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Now that definitely hurts, because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Murray. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Ohio. Let's go. Ohio.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw on 3rd down. Taylor, he finds Matthews. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Taylor to Matthews for the Buffalo first. Now Taylor on 1st down. They'll check this one down to McCoy. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Benjamin with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Slot man moves right. Play fake. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And tough starting field position here.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's McCoy. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 3rd down, Taylor being chased out left. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Here we go.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Taylor now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. They find some open field here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope.
No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
A handoff. It's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. That was second down run for Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
And McCoy loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the fourth now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And this one is right through. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.